Hey everyone, my name is Nikki. I am a multi-hyphenate, and one of my hyphenates is a music lover. And this is my very first reaction video. It's something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, but I had no idea how to do any of the technical stuff until tonight. So I'm super excited to get into this. I'm also an empath. And when you hear the word empath, it's now part of like the lexicon. Everybody thinks they're an empath, everybody identifies as an empath, and everybody also rolls their eyes at the idea of what an empath is. And I found the easiest way to know if you're an empath is to watch reaction videos, especially to things that you've already seen on your own first, and then watching how other people emote and react to them, because a surefire sign you're an empath is if you start experiencing the emotion of others on things that you've already had your emotions, you've already identified your emotions to. So I love reaction videos. I'm a big fan. And this past couple of months, I have fallen down the Ren rabbit hole. So I am proud to say I am a renegade, but I'm also a very new renegade. So there's a lot of songs in his catalog that I still don't know, and I'm super excited to watch with you. And so today we're going to watch Ren's Bittersweet Symphony. Now, I remember the other version by The Verve called Bittersweet Symphony, and I love that version. And I have no idea what Ren has done with this, but I know he is multi-talented. So I feel like it's in good hands, and I feel like it's going to be a great reaction because his music is just chef's kiss. I mean, so talented. I love this man. Anyway, also this is Dora. She cannot be without me, so she is going to make appearances in these videos probably every single time. Anyway, without further ado, here is Ren's Bittersweet Symphony and my 100% first time reaction to it, and I will pause and let you know what I think as we go. If pausing is not your thing, I apologize, but I have a feeling I'm going to have feelings about it, so I want to share. Please don't put your paws on me, baby. Okay, here we go. I'm already emotional. I love that he decided to forego the option of just using a sample and actually having musicians play. Um, yeah, and I love that I can hear the street noise. I feel like I'm there with them, and I can tell that this is special already.
I've got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. I spent my last £10 on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, I said, G, you alright? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother, get some shut-eye. I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring. Drunks falling off the sidewalks, get issues.
Yeah, like I can't help it. The music is so emotional for me. I don't know if it's just nostalgia, because I love the song, but just the way that it sounds with the actual strings and the way that he paints such a great picture as to what's going on um, with his lyrics. Like he really does such a good job at painting that picture and making it clear for us. So I'm already loving it.
Issued a warning, distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. This is the Britain I know, this is the Britain I love.
Okay, sorry. And another thing, just the like themes of sirens and describing what it's like to be in a city. I am from New York originally, and sirens are just the part of the everyday soundtrack. Like you expect to hear sirens, it is part of everything. When I moved out of New York to the Midwest, I started playing like New York sounds, so like sirens and chatter and whatnot, to relax in the Midwest because I missed a lot of that noise. So I love that he speaks about that so poetically. I'm gonna go back a little bit because, 54 seconds. Let's just go back to the beginning. I have to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bear with me. I was losing it, just getting all wrapped up in emotion. All right, here we go again.
I've got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. I spent my last £10 on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, I said, G, you alright? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother, get some shut-eye. I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring. Drunks falling off the sidewalks get issued a warning. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. This is the Britain I know, this is the Britain I love. There's poetry inside the city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the street sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes a pram to the pub. And while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with my boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle, as below so above, as above so below. Here in this city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to heaven and it makes a halo. And then the clock strikes 7, guess it's time to head home. My companion is the city, so I'm never alone. Stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks. If I go to sleep now, that's an anticlimax. People rise for work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me, it's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in the contradicting Britain, indisputable. Junkie in the cubicle, his old spoon is usable. His mother's in a black suit, crying at a funeral.
Okay, I had to just stop because this makes me miss my city. It makes me miss my city. Now, don't get me wrong, I moved to the Midwest 5 years ago, and there's something beautiful about it here too. No doubt about that. And I've really made this place my home in a way that, like, I love it here. I have friends here. I have a community. No place is perfect, so don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. But I spent my whole life in New York. Like, I am born, bred, raised in New York City. And I always wanted to leave the city for a number of reasons. Any place you grow up a place your whole life, you crave something a little different at some point. And I did a lot when I lived in New York, as far as, like, I worked in a lot of industries. I worked in fashion for a long time. I pounded the pavement. I worked so hard that I had a medical emergency and had to change my life up. And so that was most of the reason why I decided to leave, is to just have, like, a softer pace of life, a quieter pace. But there's such a beauty in the city, and all the way that it runs, and the people and the diversity. And even in being poor in the city, trust me, not that I want to be poor, but I have been. I've struggled in that city. And to struggle in a city that you love, and that it's almost like a toxic relationship because you love that place so much. I love New York. But sometimes I didn't feel like it loved me back because it was so hard to afford and to stay there. And the way that he describes London very much feels like how I felt about New York. It's a New York that I know. It's a New York that I love. It's a Britain that he knows. It's a Britain that he loves. And it is beautiful. And it's painful all at the same time. There's beauty in that human experience. And every type of human experience exists in New York. Literally every type. So yeah, okay, getting back into it. Sorry. Whew, emotional. Okay. I didn't think it was going to do this to me, and I didn't think I was going to miss New York this much, but I do.
His mother's in a black suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible, this route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks, then he serves a stretch at juvenile. Libby's at the Dolies, but her disposition's humorful. While Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional Britain. Drink it down and moan about the weather when the sun starts shining. Feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys will be in it together till the fists start flying like the Conor McGregor, and then he's out. I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with a face full of tar. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. Bittersweet how my high found its way to below. And I've said it once before, as above so below. Living on the streets of Britain, you just go with the flow. But I'm done. I'm out for the night. As the sun paints the pavements, I'll turn out the light. White noise on the radio to quiet my mind. I always was an overthinker, just the way I'm designed. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather. When it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together. Boys, we'll be like it forever. It's a bittersweet symphony with birds of a feather. Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life.
I love the haunting way that he's singing this. You know, he could have just gone for the really clean, it's a bittersweet symphony that's life, right? That's what we all expect when we think about the original, but slowing down the tempo. Putting in the rasp in his voice, not trying to be perfectly clean, letting it be raw with his one takes as usual. And I love his vibrato. He has such a emotional vibrato. Like there's vibratos, and that's just when your voice is just you know, it's like a little bit, it's like the air fluctuating through your vocal cords. The fact that he has that vibrato, it gives it such an emotional element, and it's not forced. You can tell that it's natural, and I love that about the way he sings, and the way he's singing this is pulling further at my heartstrings. Yeah, let's go back to that part because it's beautiful. Even just the emotion of his posture right now, it's so good. He's so good.
Cause it's a bittersweet symphony that's life.
So good.
Trying to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die.
Ooh, chills, chills. Ooh. Okay, I guess that's it. All right. So that was my reaction to Ren's Bittersweet Symphony, and just like taking a song that describes very similarly what he's describing in his version, right? He's describing life. He's describing life in a hard city. He's describing life not being easy, but that's where you are, right? And you make the most of it and you try your best. And sometimes life still knocks you down. And I probably missed things. I was just so wrapped up in the emotion of it all because I'm an empath. Go figure. So if I miss things, please put it in the comments. But the title alone is Bittersweet Symphony. So it's understanding, and he's doing such a good job of showing the bitter part of sweet life, right? The bitter part of life, and how it's still sweet. You're still having these experiences. You're still in a place you may love or hate love. And just doing that by emoting it through the vocals and emoting it through the lyric, and even just being just out in the street itself and showing this is life, like this is what I know, this is life, is so well done. And I am further validated in being a renegade because everything I hear from Ren or see from Ren is impactful to my soul. And I honestly believe that's what he's here to do. If you're an empath or you identify as an empath or you're on your spiritual journey, especially the journey within to know oneself, to continue to develop yourself, um, you look for people, examples in this world of people living authentically, of people expressing themselves authentically, because that in turn gives us permission to be our authentic self. I've watched countless Ren reaction videos as a renegade. I think we all do that, right? Um, and every time I watch these reaction videos, what I'm seeing is inspiration. His light and his journey is inspiring others on many different levels. I have seen one guy pick up guitar playing and lessons because of it. I started taking voice lessons, and I started doing some spoken word stuff because of the inspiration behind Ren. Because there's a part of me that needs to express itself artistically that I put into a box because I had to try to survive in this world. And I started singing when I was 2, and now I am fully trying to get to the next level where I can confidently sing and express myself vocally without feeling, self-conscious or so scared that it impacts what comes out of me. And part of that I contribute to watching Ren because his voice is authentically him, and he's not worried so much about everything being perfectly clean. He focuses more on emoting. And in Bittersweet Symphony, you really get that when he decides to sing at the end. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to recommend anything else for me to watch and react to, I'd love your recommendations. This is new for me. I'm excited to be on this journey with you, and I'm even more excited that we started with Ren. So thanks, and take care of yourselves.